Barakatuhu.
Khutbah.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
Yes,
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. قال الله تعالى في القرآن الكريم بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن وأنتم مسلمون حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. وقال الله تعالى شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن هدى للناس. أما بعد, my dear respected brothers and sisters in Islam, رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us the opportunity to be able to please Him with only one other Jumu'ah to come before Shahr Ramadan, before the blessed month of Ramadan. And for us, it's important that we remind ourselves not only the importance, the impertinence of being able to maintain and to enhance our deen before this day, before this righteous month comes. For indeed, we do not know how long we are to be remaining on this earth, and if Allah wills, we may be taken before. And so every day and every night, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allows our souls to ascend and leave our bodies and to return thereto. And with this, when we wake up, we say Alhamdulillah alladhi, all praises to Allah, the one, Ahyana, who gave us life, Ba'dama amatana, after our death, wa ilayhi nushur, and to Him is the return, or the final return. And so with this, we have to ask ourselves earnestly, honestly, sincerely, are we preparing for the month of Ramadan? Because like a marathon or like an amazing race, we have to do our best to get first place. And it's important that we don't just take it as a second guaranteed second offer, or as an opportunity on a silver plate. We have to realize that this blessed month may come to us, or we may actually leave before this world without this being our final Ramadan. So brothers and sisters, we need to ask ourselves sincerely, what are we doing to maintain and enhance and to ask Allah to allow us to reach this blessed month, this noble month, this generous month known as Ramadan. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Al-Baqarah, ayah 185, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم, شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن. Ramadan is the month in which the Quran was revealed. هدى للناس وبينات من الهدى والفرقان, as a guide for humanity of ins, with clear proofs of guidance and the decisive authority known as the Furqan. فَمَنْ شَهِدَ مِنْكُمُ الشَّهْرَ فَلْيَصُمْ. So whoever is present to this month, see, so it shows you in this being conditional, or this is being, noted, that whoever reaches or becomes present in this month, فَلْيَصُمْ, Allah commands, let them fast. وَمَنْ كَانَ مَرِيضًا أَوْ عَلَى سَفَرٍ فَعِدَّةٌ مِّنْ أَيَّامٍ أُخَرَ. But whoever is ill or on a journey, then let them fast an equal number of days after Ramadan, which shows you Allah's adl in being able to tell us with conformity and with justice that we make up the fast that we miss. And this shows us how important it is to Allah for us to be able to gain something that we'll talk about at the end of this ayah. Wherein, as we continue in ayah 185 of Surah Al-Baqarah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continues, and here it will say, يريد الله بكم اليسر ولا يريدكم العسر ولا يريد بكم العسر. Allah intends ease for you, not hardship. وَلِتُكْمِلُوا الْعِدَّةَ وَلِتُكَبِّرُوا اللَّهَ عَلَى مَا هَدَاكُمْ وَلَعَلَّكُمْ تَشْكُرُونَ. So that may, and this is the purpose of us maintaining and actually enhancing our ability to reach Ramadan, so that you may complete the prescribed period and proclaim the greatness of Allah for guiding you, and perhaps you will be grateful. And so with this, we should think, subhanAllah, the month that is to come, as in all months and all days and all weeks and all moments in our lives, are a moment for reflection, a moment for pondering, and a moment to be grateful. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone knows best how long we'll live and leave in this world. So it's important before we leave this world to think and to appreciate the ways that we can please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala best. With this, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept all that has been said, and may Allah forgive for any shortcomings. Ameen ya Rabb Alameen. Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salamu ala Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam wa man wala. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. During this blessed month that is to come bidhnillahi ta'ala, brothers and sisters, it's important to realize what are we doing to please Allah once again. What are we doing to prepare for the month? As mentioned in this first ayah that I mentioned of Surah Al-Baqarah, ayah 185, Ramadan is the month in which the Quran was revealed as a guide for humanity, with clear proofs of guidance and a decisive authority. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala highlights by describing to us first what the month is to come and what it serves as an embodiment for us all. We're reading from the Quran itself. This is the blessed month in which the blessed book of Allah, the final revelation, the final testament or tablet or testament that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has revealed to humankind. It is upon us to make sure that we are doing our best to remind ourselves to remember Allah's words, to remember reading on a regular basis, be it weekly with Surah Al-Kahf, be it on every night with Surah Al-Mulk. It could be, as we read our salat every day and night, that we continue to read new ayahs or new surahs from the Quran, or even just continue to practice and remember the ayahs from memory, because it is important, and wallahi, it's important for us to realize that since Nabiul Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's time, 1400 years ago, how much mercy, how many blessings, and how much knowledge and wisdom has been prescribed and preserved from the Noble Quran. Everything from medicine, embryology, zoology, economics, finances, justice, law, etc., even financing an economy or mobilizing the deen upon the Siratul Mustaqim. Allah's guidance is already preserved in 602 pages of this traditional Mus'haf. And so, brothers and sisters, what are we doing to recollect and reframe and refurbish, if not reinvigilate, the iman that we have, to relinquish any shortcomings, but to refurbish and to enhance and replenish ourselves with the nur of Allah through the Holy and Noble Quran. So, brothers and sisters, let's think about this for a moment, and to build upon Ramadan by maintaining good akhlaq, but also forbidding and steering away from all forms of evil. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reminds us to be amongst those that command al-ma'ruf, good actions, kindness, piety, and to stay away from al-munkar, and to forbid al-munkar, and that refers to all forms of polytheism, shirk, evil actions, fawahish included, of immorality. And so these are things that we have to steer away from. Examples from both sides: al-ma'ruf could be reading the Quran, it could be enjoining each other to pray salat together, it could be waking up for suhoor and everyone waking up for fajr, it could be for the contrast of al-munkar. It could be, and by the way, when we consider the blessed month of Ramadan, all of these good deeds are going to be amplified. But because it's also similarly a sacred month, doing al-munkar, i.e. evil deeds, actions that displease Allah, these will actually not only incur the wrath of Allah, but it also jeopardizes the sanctity of your fast. And so examples of al-munkar include, backbiting, ghiba, in riba, in interest, of having levels of immorality, fawahish, and slandering, and all of these types of things that are inappropriate, especially within the month of Ramadan, let alone outside of it. So we shouldn't think that, because I'm now fasting and Allah is going to be pleased, now I could do these deeds whatever I seem fit. But rather, Allah's commandments and Allah's guidance show us that by following His Prophet's footsteps, Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and the prophets before, and the Sahabas as well, and Tabi'een, that we will be able to, inshallah ta'ala, not only follow noble footsteps, but follow the actions that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is most pleased with during this blessed month and during many blessed months to come. But before then, what do? We need to be able to maintain a character and a consciousness and awareness with intentions as to what we're going to do during this special month, like we've never done before. What are we going to do? Would it be that we're reciting more Quran, let's say from starting with 1 page to going up to 5 on a regular basis? Or it could be just learning more about the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ and what he would do during this blessed month. Or could it be abstaining from things that displease Allah, that have been done in the past, and you're seeking Allah's forgiveness, His maghfirah, during this blessed month? There's many ways, countless ways for us to come closer to Allah, and countless of ways to stay away from displeasing Allah. So with this, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to allow us to be amongst those that receive His rida, His pleasure. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow us to be amongst those that stand steadfast upon the Siratul Mustaqim. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. عباد الله إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reminds us and to prescribe and to send salawat upon Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, we should do the same. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. يا ذا الجلال والإكرام اشف المرضى ومرضى المسلمين. اللهم إنك عفو كريم وتحب العفو فاعف عنا. اللهم بلغنا رمضان. اللهم بلغنا رمضان. اللهم بلغنا رمضان. يا أيها الناس اتقوا الله يجعل لكم من أمركم مخرجا وأقيموا الصلاة.